Yo, ETH is breaking all-time highs. Ethereum is currently at 2.7K right now. Absolutely insane. And there's some massive news I'm going to share with you guys today. But let's just see the market cap right now. It has 313 billion, basically a third or so of pretty much Bitcoin. And it is pretty much broke out of the path where Bitcoin used to drop and then ETH would sort of follow suit, but seems like ETH has formed its own path now and is doing its own thing. And we can see the overall market, Bitcoin's at 54 right now. It's down the red. ETH clearly is not in the red today. And then for the most part, all the other cryptocurrencies are doing their own thing right here. Even Doge is up at 30 cents, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at ETH and what is going on. So first thing is I'll look at the charts. And just remember, this video is for entertainment purposes only. This is not financial advice. Be sure to do research before making any investments. But looking at the one-day chart, look at this beautiful trend upwards. Pretty much, for the most part, for the last few weeks, ETH has been trending up significantly. And we can see that we did test the 50 MA right here, but we weren't pretty much able to break below it. Continues to trend upwards, and now we can see these massive green candlesticks on the one-day charts. And I am using Tether paired with the Binance Exchange. And look at this beautiful all-time high breakout right now. And these are very bullish signs we can see. Now, in the short term, obviously, we could see a little slight sell-off and then continues, maybe bounce off the 50 MA trend line here and then continue to bounce back up, forming new highs. We could potentially see that, assuming there is some major news happening, things of that nature. But I mean, just looking at the overall chart right now, it seems like ETH is doing fairly well. RSI is closer towards this overbought territory, so in the short term, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see a slight sell-off after this massive increase in price, especially for a cryptocurrency that has a multiple 100+ billion market cap. Any sort of percent gain is billions and billions of dollars added to the market cap. So let's just take a look at these green candlesticks. Let's see what is this gain from this bottom wick right here to the top, and 25%, give or take. Not too crazy, but regardless, if you've been holding ETH for a very, very long time, then I mean, sure, you're very happy. So we can even just do, let's just start off with 21, and let's see what your gains were if you were into pretty much the beginning of this year. So it looks like January 1st, and I can put it like right here, this red candlestick. I'll just do like December 31st. It's almost the exact same. And since then, ETH, if we go to this dotted line right here, about 280+%. Now, it's not as crazy as these other cryptocurrencies in terms of the gains, like if you've seen other ones I posted, but in terms of, I'd say, more stability, not much volatility, I'd say ETH has a better track record. It's been out for multiple years. It's basically literally the top two right now. It's the second one. So in terms of the long term, as long as cryptocurrency gets adopted well, then I mean, your chances of you losing are far less than you getting into a random altcoin on like page 100 that's ranked like 2,000 plus that went up 10,000%. It could go to zero, those cryptocurrencies. ETH seems to be standing the test of time, and this is just a short-term view. Since pretty much the inception, when ETH was a few dollars, people made absolutely crazy ROIs. But that's just a quick little view of the chart and what's going on. Nothing too crazy, but I want to show you guys the news, right? So ETH, you could do is just go on Twitter and see a bunch of news articles, recent ones. And again, you have to confirm if these are legit or not. But for the most part, there's an article too, a bunch of news articles stating the same information. So it's pretty much the same thing. But this was posted just recently by this account, and they stated that ETH has skyrocketed to new all-time highs after the European investment banks 121 million digital bond used. So pretty much they state here that the move has pushed the ETH market to a record of 312 bill, currently 313 plus. And then some more tweets down here show more details pretty much regarding that. And you can see here too, basically that the EIB, if you guys can check out here, they plan to issue 100 million of digital bonds registered on the Ethereum blockchain. So this is like the biggest news right now. And I'll go to an article where they give more details because tweets kind of just like, little summaries. And here, and just to repeat, Ethereum jumps to record high on reports of EIB digital bond issuance. So let's deep dive into here. So pretty much we know ETH is the second largest crypto to date. And basically they said that media reports about the European Investment Bank, EIB, they plan to launch a digital bond sale on the Ethereum blockchain network. Now, pretty much what this is Ether is the digital currency or the token that facilitates the transactions on the Ethereum blockchain. So in the crypto world, basically the term Ethereum have become interchangeable. Now, here they said from Bloomberg that according to some unnamed sources, EIB plans to issue a 2-year, 100 million euro digital bond. And it's going to be led by Goldman Sachs and these other big names here. Now, record high obviously is stating this price point, but essentially they say that the EIB digital bond issuance has triggered a bullish institutional use case for Ethereum, which institutional money, we people talk about this all the time, is once the institutions, the big boys start coming in, guess what's going to happen? These cryptocurrencies are going to do numbers, right? So depending on which ones that is a big deal. Ethereum seems to be standing the test of time so far, and looks like people are actually going to be utilizing that for more than just, people buying and selling, right? So that's something interesting to see. And they state here that the amount of Ethereum sitting on exchanges continues to drop lower and has been the lowest of the past years. But with less supply on the exchange available, there's less likely a chance of a major sell-off. So that's also like a good or bad thing. And pretty much also the demand for Ether has risen because of NFTs, right? So people are trying to buy virtual art or land in the form of these NFTs, and then pretty much use platforms like these. So that's just, a quick little overview on Ethereum, what it was going on in terms of the major news. Now there's a bunch of other information regarding ETH and what it has done, but I think that was the biggest bullish news I could find regarding ETH. And just looking at this, and let's just go ahead and let's just see the historical charts, and then we'll see what is required since inception pretty much, and then currently what the market cap would be if ETH were to hit, massive numbers. So right now we can see these massive gains. Obviously back in the 2017 craze, ETH did hit a high of 1,000, 1.3 pretty much. And back then, this was absolutely insane. Like, I don't think you understand how crazy this was to hit 1.3, right? And at one point, I believe ETH did surpass Bitcoin at a second. Again, I quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure I saw ETH surpass Bitcoin for like a slight moments, and then obviously it came back. I can't remember exactly what time frame that was, but it was back during this crazy hype. Now it sells off. Now we're back onto the races. So just to see for fun, let's see what is the percent gain to see some crazy numbers. So first off, let's do 5K. At least a lot of people saying ETH next 5K, and then we can do 10K too. So let's do 5K at the current price, like 80+%. So it's not that crazy, right? Stocks, a lot of cryptocurrencies do 80% sometimes in like a day, right? Even, less than a day, a couple of minutes. And then it hit 10,000. I mean, we're looking at potentially, let's see here, 267% gain. Still decent, right? Especially if you have a big chunk of change to play around with. But for the most part, if that were to increase to 10,000, I mean, even 100 plus, I mean, that would gain literally, let's say it goes to 5+K, basically double the market cap at this point. So almost 6K. Let's just say like 5.5, 6K ETH. The market cap would be at like 600 plus bill. And then pretty much you times that. Basically at 10K, 3x that, it's basically closer towards the $1 trillion market cap. So at that point, depending on how Bitcoin does, ETH could potentially take over Bitcoin. If Bitcoin doesn't start making moves and hit like the 100K plus 200 plus K predictions, and ETH continues to rise in the next few months, if so years, then yeah, we could potentially see a flip happening. But again, that's still speculation. We don't know what's going to happen yet. This stuff could all crash before the summertime, and then we're back off to the races. But until then, we'll just have to wait and see. But today, I think that's big news I want to share with you guys. So definitely let me know what your thoughts are around ETH in the comments below. And then be sure to smash the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.